Hey there, I'm Radu, and we're gonna talk about something that is not polite conversation in the Netherlands. What is it like to drive in the Netherlands? You would see a million videos of people riding their bikes, but not a lot of explanation of what is it like to drive to the Netherlands if you have, which is quite weird. Like you would expect that it is bad because the infrastructure is catered towards bicyclists and pedestrians, so you would think that it's awful to ride a car. Like it should be comparable to riding your bike on the LA freeway. But it's not. It's quite good, which is strange. Last month, I had to drive a gigantic van through Scotland on the NC 500. And then I came to the Netherlands and I had to drive a van to move from one place in Eindhoven to another place in Eindhoven. And I was quite shocked about how good it is to drive a car compared to Scotland. Again, Scotland is not a bad place to drive a car compared to Turkey or Romania or Bulgaria. But yeah, first of all, traffic. The Dutch think that they have traffic, and they kind of do, but it's not the same traffic that you would expect in Scotland, right? Scotland has bumper to bumper traffic. People drive 5 kilometers an hour during rush hour. Motorcycles lane split. It's an experience. While in the Netherlands, you as a motorcyclist, you don't get the opportunity to lane split. There's traffic goes like at the road speed limit. There are a bit more cars, but not really that much. So this is a side-by-side comparison of what traffic looks like in rush hour. What about parking? I tend to drive humongous vehicles, right? Commercial vehicles, no windows, hard to park. And I kind of get parking places everywhere in the Netherlands. I literally had to go to the hospital with a 7 meter long van. I found parking. I had to go to Uden to a commercial, how do you call, where companies build stuff. Free parking, 7 meter van. I had to drive to an RC shop in Uden. Again, parking for a 7 meter van. I had to drive to the red light district of Eindhoven to leave some furniture. Free parking, 7 meter van. The only place where I actually had to pay for parking was in the center of Eindhoven where I live. So yeah, that's how good parking is. What about habits of other drivers? I haven't had anyone in the last 2 years pull out in front of me. I think it's related to the raised sidewalks, but yeah, it's good. It's a bit boring, to be honest. Like nothing really happens. Everyone drives on cruise control at 100 kilometers per hour, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, 100 kilometers per hour is the speed limit during the day, which is a bit ridiculous, but I can't remember the last time I've seen an accident. While in Scotland, we went past Loch Ness and there was an accident so gruesome they had to close down the road next to Loch Ness. The speed limit on one lane roads, rural roads in Scotland is 60 miles per hour, which is 100 kilometers per hour, which is the Dutch speed limit on the highway. There is quite a big difference in the way people drive in the two countries. And yeah, I'm gonna say if you kind of like being alive, the Netherlands a lot better. What about enforcing of the speed limits? They're not that enforced, to be honest. They're randomly enforced. I got the most ridiculous speed fine ever. I was driving 3 kilometers per hour faster than the speed limit, so I got a 30 euros fine. And yeah, I think the most ridiculous fine that I've ever heard One of my friends got around 300 euros for, I think, 50 kilometers per hour, more than the speed limit. But again, that's comparable to most countries, so that's not that bad. So yeah, weirdly enough, this video was about how nice it is to drive a car to the Netherlands. And as a conclusion, it's quite weird that when it comes to bicycles, the more bicycles on the road, the better the infrastructure and the safety, while when we're talking about cars, the less cars are on the road, the better it is to drive. Quite strange. Thank you for listening to me. I've been Radu. Don't forget to subscribe. Next time we're talking about how to buy a house in the Netherlands.